basically me doing what I do best, I guess, with the Portal Knights. Of course, trying to get a few levels and stuff like that. Teach people how to play the game to a point. If the information is a bit too much, just let me know, or just drop me a line, and I'll be able to actually see what I can do there. Anyway, like I said, if you're actually just starting the game, the game is very simple and very simplistic itself. When it comes to grinding and stuff like that, like, I mean, there is ways of getting the most XP in the game, like I said, but I won't be covering it in this video, of course. But what you want to do is just look at exactly what you're doing in the game and what you want to play as. Do you want to play as a knight, archer, whatever case may be? Do you want to play as a pure DPS, or just straight up just play the game? Pretty cool. What you want to do is, if you're an archer, you want to be able to look at your critical and your critical percentage and your shot percentage overall, and you want to be able to see exactly what you can do with that. You want to maximize your damage as much as you possibly can because you are not a tank. Like I said, tanks are made with a lot of HP, a lot of defense, so on and so forth. So what you want to do is just basically count on the multi-shot. There's every single class that you can build them almost pretty much the same, only awesome ass. You also want to look at your passives and see which ones are best beneficial to you and or to your party. Depends on if you're actually playing together with some people. Now, straight down and getting down to this game itself. As I said, there's not much to collect as of such. There's a few hours or even about a week or two, depends on what you're looking for, to actually collect most of the stuff in the game. It's not super hard, super difficult to understand what I'm saying here. You want to look at, like I said, your overall stats and your standings overall. And when you're actually playing the game, how much DPS are you putting out, or how much survivability? There is a ring, which is really great for warriors, called Ring of Hours Revenge, which basically will give you a critical. Every time you do a critical, you can actually get your HP back. So you save yourself a lot of hassle and try to make a bunch of potions and stuff like that. Now, you can use that on any character that you choose. But it's made more for tanks and stuff like that because, of course, nobody plays the healer in these games. I do not know why, but I guess it's one of those things. But you can actually make a heal skill and stuff like that if you choose to do so, and so on and so forth. So what you want to do is just look at exactly what you're doing and how you want to play. Do you want to play a full mage, which is a full skill-based, where a warrior is kind of like warrior's shout or warrior's cry, and so on and so forth. So you want to be able to look at exactly what you're doing and how you want to build. For me, I'm got a crossbow right now currently, and normally I'll go for the most critical or critical shots or critical mass hits. Reason being, it gives me more shots per second. So more shots means more critical hits, and so on and so forth. So think of it this way. If you've got a multi-shot doing like 400 damage per second, well, you can actually multiply that per how many hours that you have. So you'll be able to actually keep on continually adding to that as an archer. Now, the thing is, you want to be able to keep on adding to that if you are playing this way. Now, you can add more hearts to your character by using Constitution and stuff like that, and be able to actually, I can't say survive longer because archers is not, it's, as I said, it's not a tank. Got very little, very little defense, and so on and so forth. So basically, what you want to do is look for your damage output and how much damage are you going to put out. Like I said, that's how you make your damage class, of course. But you get to look at the mage, you get to look at the archer, you get to look at the mage and archer pretty much almost the same when it comes to only for its skill base. If you do make the mage, you want to look after kind of like put a 50-50, 50% in one mana pool and 50% in damage, because your skills will, at the higher levels, will actually cost you more mana, and so on and so forth. And I just glitched. But anyway, regardless of that, you want to be able to keep continuing building this way, just because it will help you at the end game and do a herd mode with a mage a lot easier. Now, you can do play the game whichever way you choose, but this way I found it more beneficial. Like say greater range, basically greater range 2, which is a greater poison range, which is really good for the electric balls and so on and so forth. If you already did not know that, if you can get your hands on that, you'll actually be able to fight that boss quite easy, and so on and so forth. Like I said, it's a lot of information for a small game, but it's the essence of basically playing it so you can actually enjoy the game and be able to get down. Now, like I said, if you just get your levels and stuff like that, everybody's got their own way of leveling. Like me, right now, I'm just from this boss because it does give me level drops for higher levels, and also it gives me a lot more beneficial when it comes to endgame. So I look at it this way. You can get your EXP tables, as I said, for different means. But I find it this way a bit more beneficial and doing each boss. Reason being, you can get scrolls, you can get scrolls of healing, you can get so much more stuff throughout the game. A lot of people skip this because it's what it is, or just don't bother with it at all. But I find that if you really wanted to craft like 1,000 potions, go for it. Like healing potions and stuff. But as you're playing the game, you should be able to get enough potions and stuff, like through the Dark Prince and stuff, which is kind of at World's End or End Game, and so on and so forth. Like I said, it's just one of those things. You'd be able to look at exactly what you're doing, and like I said, how you want to play. And you want to keep on adding to your knowledge itself. Like, I mean, there is YouTubers out there. There's a lot of other people out there too. Some of them are very good at what they're doing, and some of them are not so. But it's, I guess, it's the choice no matter who you want to view and stuff like that. But anyway, regardless of that, it's more to do with how quickly you want to get your EXP, because the EXP table will actually be the biggest thing you're going to need in the game. That's going to take you the longest. It might take you a day, 2, 3 days to actually do a character. 3 days at most if you actually constantly play this game. But if you're not constantly playing this game, it might even take you a week to do a character. But regardless of that, there's a lot of other stuff that you can actually do as well in the game. So hopefully this little bit of information, and probably just a little bit too much information, but this little bit of information will actually help you play better and be able to keep your stick on the ice a little longer and be able to actually enjoy the game even more. So happy hunting, guys, and I will see you in the next video.